Hi everyone, I hope that you guys are doing well. This is JJ, and today we have a pick a card. Is going to be quick, short, but to the point, something you need to hear today. So, just a few little astrological updates. Jupiter just went retrograde in the sign of Aries or Taurus, depending on which system you follow. In Vedic or Sidereal will be in Aries, and then in Western it will be in Taurus. So, there is a lot going on. So what does this mean? Well, before I do that, I am just going to remind everybody that these videos are for teaching purposes to help you apply them every day in life and to help you grow and evolve on your journey of being human, which we know is not easy to do, right? Sometimes it has its ups, sometimes it has its downs. I also have a channeled message for the collective, but again, I will do that after the housekeeping information. Like always, all my information is in the description box below, along with timestamps, how to book a reading, my shop, my website, all of that good stuff is always down in the description box below. So with that being said, let's talk a little bit about Jupiter retrograde. Now, again, just a reminder, if you don't want to hear about it, you can fast forward to your selected option. You guys already know the drill. So Jupiter is in retrograde. It will be there up until, I want to say December 31st. And right before we start the new year in 2024, which I have my own, I've been tapping into this energy of 2024, and it's going to be big, you guys. So it makes perfect sense that we are having a Jupiter in retrograde right before we start 2024. But we all know the planet Jupiter, right? Jupiter is the great benefic. He is, he's all about abundance, about luck. He is the God's wisdom, if you will. He is the lucky planet, quote unquote, right? And he is very positive overall. Everybody loves Jupiter. He does represent husband in a woman's chart. And so, when it goes retrograde, because Jupiter expands, right? When it's direct, it expands the energy. And so there is that kind of the shadow aspect of Jupiter would be we overindulge. And so when it goes retrograde, this is taking all these things, all these benefits inwards. We're looking at it from the inside. And so Jupiter retrograde is expanding us, but internally, if that makes sense. So we're going to be looking at a lot of inner growth when it comes to our money, because if you follow the Western, then it's in Taurus, and Taurus is ruled by Venus. Therefore, this Jupiterian retrograde has a Venusian energy tied to it. And Venus is not just about love. Venus is also about finances, okay, and luxuries and a lot of other things. So it's not just love here. So Jupiter will be having us do this inner work, reflecting on that, our value, our self-worth, our finances for sure here with Venus, how we take care of ourselves. How do we indulge? Where do we indulge as well? And so we're going to be looking at our possessions. It's a slow moving energy. Every time we talk about Taurus, nice and steady, right? Slow and steady wins the race. That is the approach here with this Jupiter in retrograde. It's important, okay? Don't try to move too fast. Don't try to be impulsive, right? But this Jupiter is pushing us to new horizons, to new adventures. And so Jupiter is kind of like wanting you to do the inner work to reflect exactly where it is that you want to put this energy in. So you'll be learning a lot. You'll be growing a lot as well. So now that's a little bit about what's going on. There might be a lot of course correcting here. Do not be stubborn with this. Remain flexible. Taurus can be stubborn. I have a lot of earth in my chart, so I know earth energy can be a little bit stubborn, stuck in our ways sometimes. So just be careful with that. Be open to what spirit is wanting you to kind of pivot or change, okay? Because there will be beneficial and emotional benefits if you do. So let's see. Anything else here? Look at where Aries or Taurus is in your chart. This is where you'll be doing the most inner reflection. Let's see. Anything else that I'm missing? No, I think we are good. Have a broad perspective, okay? And when change happens, keep calm. Again, slow and steady. Slow and steady here. But let's get into the channeled message that I did get for the... Sorry, you guys, a call came through. But like I was saying, let's get into the channeled message. So the channeled message is, you can't hurry this process. In those moments when you feel the most lost is when something magical happens. New journeys have been whispering. Release the urge to figure it all out or to push. Everything will be okay. Resist the urge to fix it, okay, or to control it. Let go, allow fear and anger to fall away. So that was the channeled message that came through. So again, like, it makes perfect sense with this Jupiter and Taurus energy when I was saying like slow and steady. I know it can be very uncomfortable to be in an uncomfortable situation, or to be in the void, or to be in this energy where you don't know how things are going to turn out. But everything is going to be okay. Everything is falling into place, okay? Because 2024 will be a big year for everybody on a collective level. I mean, you guys have seen the work we have been doing with all these retrogrades. And so when this happens, for me, the way I've been picking it up is because there's going to be a big shift in 2024 for everybody. That's why everybody's doing all this deep work, this introspection. I kept getting the number 616. So to me, I broke it up as like 6 and then 16, which is the Lovers and the Tower. So there's a lot of, and this makes sense with Venus being retrograde, there's been a lot of transformation, a lot of releasing. Many relationships have broken off. Many relationships did not make it through Venus and retrograde, and it's because they weren't supposed to, right? That was the whole purpose of Venus retrograde. But also I broke it up as in 616 separately. So the Lovers, the Magician, and the Lovers again. So again, big choices are being made. Also, when you add those numbers together, for many of you, you'll be starting new relationships, communication, something that you guys have been doing a lot with others, not just romantic lovers here. It can be also lovers, soul family, you know, that you've been learning how to communicate, how to express yourselves in the connection in love. But also, if you add 616, it's 13, which is the Death card. So big changes have been happening within and also external to you. So again, do not push this process. You can't hurry it up. You have to allow this process to unfold naturally. But that is what I have for you guys. That was the channeled message. These are the 3 crystals, so pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. And I will see you guys in your selected option. Bye. Hello, pile number 1. Let's see what is your message. So if you chose this beautiful, I think it's like an aquamarine, but it can be a blue agate. I really don't know. I really don't know. But if you chose this pile, or pile number 1, or this crystal, this is your message. So let's have a look. I'm going to be using the, what is this deck? Because I know this is the Visions Tarot. At the bottom, we do have the Ace of Swords. But let's see. What do you need to hear at this time, pile number 1? Let's have a look. Okay. Pile number 1. I don't know why I'm getting heavy Cancer. I don't know if you're a Cancer rising, Cancer sun, moon. Your guides are saying right now you need to know that you can attain something that you've been wanting, and you will. It just feels, I don't know why it feels like a sense of frustration on your end. They're wanting you to trust the process. Believe that your future is changing. Believe that things are changing for you. They're saying, yes, I know right now things seem boring. That's the word they gave me. They're like, JJ, they think that it's boring right now. I get it. Maybe you're more used to like things being more fast paced, being in the Eight of Wands energy. But your guys are saying, look, this is the calm before the change occurs. So really what I want to say is embrace this. Embrace this period of things being slow, because I feel like things are going to pick up real quick for you, pile number 1. So let's see. What are your tarot cards? And of course, I will be pulling oracle cards as well. I feel like for many of you, because at the bottom of the deck, you do have the Knight of Swords. So I feel that you've been battling your inner thoughts, right? Swords. You might be battling your views, your beliefs on certain things. The Knight of Swords. Also here I'm seeing it's in communication with others. The Two of Chalices, the Two of Cups, in a relationship, maybe within yourself. Negative self-talk as well is coming up with the Knight of Swords. Oh, look, and we were just talking about the Lovers. We were talking about that in the channeled message. So if you did not hear that, I suggest you go back and listen to the channeled message. But we have the Lovers as your first card. So that's a major arcana. And the Magician. Sorry. The way I said that. I'm laughing because I did say, again, in the channeled message, I said 616. So maybe for some of you, there is something there about that, what I said there. But with the Lovers and the Magician, I feel like for some of you, there might be someone new coming in. There might be someone new. The Magician here, we can see that he's doing something with his hands, right? He's like manipulating energy, a perspective. This is a person here. He's manipulating something, but I'm not picking it up in like you did it. my watch is like, you did it. So maybe you did something, I don't know. Congratulations. But I feel like you're on a new journey in regards to love. The Magician to me is always someone new, someone you haven't met before. The Magician also tells me that you're in a period of creating something, because the Magician can manipulate energy, like I said, and this doesn't have to be bad. This is you weaving your reality. This is you weaving your vision. It's something that something that is connected to your heart space here. For some of you, you've been wanting to attract a new lover. This person's coming in. You might meet this person at like a gathering, a party or something like this. For some of you, you have been like weeding out certain connections around you. It doesn't have to be just love. It can be also friends, family, things like this that no longer, you've outgrown them, or they just don't resonate with you no more, and that's okay. You've also been, I feel, cutting out manipulative energy or just deceitful energy around you. But 2 major arcana, this is a big cycle in your life. I choose to tune out negative thoughts and people. Yeah, you don't need to pay attention to certain energies. Don't allow other people to burst your bubble here, pile number 1. Yeah, no, don't, you deserve respect, is what I'm getting here. You deserve respect. You don't need to allow other people to come in and give you like their 2 cents about things, is what I'm picking up. I'm gonna pull another card here, but I feel like you need to tune out anything that is deceitful and just keep the energies of love. I'm gonna use this deck right here, Oracle. Maybe Egypt. Maybe you resonate a lot with Egypt. But let's see what wants to come through. Pay attention to your thoughts. Yeah, you're in a period of growth. I feel like you're growing a lot emotionally, but also in your thought process, as well as, let's see, Divine Masculine. Gratitude and fire. There's more passion coming in. There's something exciting coming in here. But I feel like, again, the triangles to me are all about manifestation. That's the sacred geometry that I use for at least to manifest the things that I want. It's a very lucky time for you. Stay grounded. There's something exciting coming in here for you. You've been grounding this transformation. That's what has been going on. And I feel like you're ready to start it. You're ready to put yourself out there like the magician. You're ready to perform. You're ready to take center stage of your life here. I feel like you've been addressing certain things at a foundational level, which is your thoughts. Here, because this is Mercury. For some of you, you are going to be doing this work even in or during the time of Mercury retrograde. This is a great time for you to manifest as well. Pile number 1, using candles will be great. Here. For some of you, I do feel that you're tapping more into your divine masculine energy. Your own divine masculine energy. For others of you, this is the person that's coming through, or there's big changes around a divine masculine energy. This is a good time as well to promote, because the magician is a natural salesman to me. Mercury is the merchant. Yeah, there's something beautiful coming into your house. You need to focus into your home, into your foundation. And that's why Spirit is saying let go of distractions, especially those thoughts that come up, those intrusive thoughts that come up over and over again. You need to get, because especially when it comes to emotional things here, like your guides are saying, you need to get a grip on them. And I know it's hard to do. I know it takes work, but not impossible, okay? It's not impossible to do. Yes, you've been doing a lot of healing, but now I feel like you're ready to put yourself out there. Pile number 1. Yeah, you're ready to ground this energy. There's so much luck that I'm picking up here. I'm getting thought energy. There's something here about your Akashic records as well. Maybe you've been seeing 7-7. Let's see, pile number 1. Again, something that you want, you can ground it. Yeah, from a place of self-love. And that's what you've been doing. You've been doing a lot of that. Loving yourself, taking care of yourself, honoring your emotions, honoring your thoughts, validating your experience. And that came out again. And your health. Yeah. Because Mercury is Virgo. Virgo is the 6th house. And the 6th house is all about your routines, but it's also about your health. I don't know why I'm getting like your spiritual health is going to improve. Yeah, there's a new adventure. Okay. Like I said, something that you want is attainable. That's what you need to know. And it's going to bring in a lot of abundance for you. And it's going to bring in the sense of happily ever after. And there is this completion. There is a completion here of a cycle, of a lesson. Let's see. I want to see what this lesson is. Let's be nosy, yeah? This is me in readings. I'll be like, hold up. I'm picking something up. Let me just clarify. What is this cycle? Let's put everything back. There is more physical activity happening as well. So let me put this back. Let's see. What is the cycle that they have completed? That pile number 1 has completed. Okay. What is this cycle that pile number 1 has completed? The 9 of Swords, overcoming your fear. Looking at your fears directly and looking at them for what they are. They were fears. Not to say that they're not valid. Not to say that you didn't have a reason or a justification for these fears. Because I do feel like this comes from your past. 2 of Swords, but at the same time, it blinded you. It wouldn't allow you to see reality for what it was. And that's the cycle that has been wrapped up. Because the 9 of Swords is usually a person in bed covering their face and all these swords in the wall. But this person feels them like they're on top of them or like they're in them, when in reality they're not. They're up in the wall. They're not going to fall. but is this person's perception. And because you had this perception or you had this fear, again, I'm not over here saying like, you know what, your fears are invalid, because that is not true. Maybe things in the past happened, and that's the reason why you had these fears, because that served as a protection, that served as a armor. But I feel like it has served its purpose, and you didn't need it anymore, because it wasn't allowing you to see. It wasn't allowing you to see that things had changed. Look at this beautiful butterfly here. See, this person just knows that they're holding two swords, but they can't see the beautiful butterfly that is here. They couldn't see that things have changed, that they're not on the same wavelength as they were at some point or in the past. Yeah, so a tower moment needed to happen. That needed to be cleared away. It needed to be cleared away. They needed to show you that there was light at the end of the tunnel. Because yes, like I said at the beginning, this is the bottom cards, the Knight of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. You see this as like, because the Knight of Cups is this fantasy, right? Yes, it's being in love. The Knight of Cups loves the idea of love. Someone that sweeps you off your feet is someone who's a hopeless romantic. Absolutely. It's beautiful energy. But the Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups both have this like fantasy la la Disney type of energy to them, right? They can be very ungrounding. But sometimes that fantasy, sometimes that belief and that faith is what helps us get that desire, right? But it needs to be grounded. And I feel like because yours was grounded in fear, it wasn't allowing you to see that your Ten of Pentacles is right there, or has always been there, or is right there for you to grab. Because I feel like you want this, but you used to just see it as like a fantasy, like that's not for me. Oh, that only exists in movies. That only exists in like fairy tale type things. Not in my life, not for me, right? Because of what had happened in the past. And Spirit is like, I want you to see this butterfly here. I want you to see that things have changed, but you cannot see it if we don't remove the blindfold. And so the blindfold was these fears, and so Spirit had to do that. That's the cycle that closed out. Okay, perfect. So that's when the Tower card came out, because it was becoming so burdensome for you. Okay, let's see. What is the cycle that closed out here, pile number one? Yeah, that you're okay. That you're okay. You're in touch with the divine. That there's actually good fortune here for you. But these fears were not allowing you to see it. And with good reason, like I said, you know, there was things in the past, things happened. But relief is here. But they needed to put you in this Hanged Man, 12 being the Hanged Man. But again, the Hanged Man is Pisces energy. Pisces is ruled by Neptune. Neptune is the planet of illusions. This was an illusion of yours. Doesn't mean that you're not going to go through things. I'm not going to sit here and lie and be like, oh, you know what? Your life's going to be rainbows and butterflies. No, you know, that would just be me doing a disservice to you. And that would be just straight up lying to you. So no. But life is saying you don't have to live life thinking or being in this Nine of Swords all the time. Because there are good things. And good things will happen for you. You deserve to have good things. You deserve to live a good life, to joy, you know, to experience joy, to laugh, to love. What is the cycle that was closing out for pile number one? Surrender. You needed to surrender this illusion. You had to. In order for a new beginning to start, 9 and 1 is 10. 10 reduces down to a 1. 9 being culmination. 1 is a new beginning. Because I feel like this fear not only just got like in the way of your love life, but it also got in the way of your career. But now that this has been addressed, now that you've been doing the work, that's when the Lovers and the Magician come in. Yes, look at that. Surrender. Surrender. This is Pisces. This is a Pisces card in this deck, I believe. And you've been healing this. And this is confirmation. Some of you, yes, your spiritual career is being a healer, whether that be providing chakras, Reiki, or some other type of modality in healing. Yeah, it's like I didn't have permission because of these fears. Look at the way she's holding her lip. She's kind of a little bit like concerned, a little bit shy, a little bit like hesitancy, like I don't know. But you have permission. I feel like you forgot that, pile number one. I feel like you did, and it's because of this Knight of Swords, this negative self-talk. Negative self-talk, you know, kind of you telling yourself, this happens all the time. Don't you remember? This happened the last time. But you have embraced change, and you're being encouraged to embrace this change. Again, this is not something we can hurry, going back to that channeled message in the beginning. But you have to remember that you're worthy. You're worthy of it. Stop telling yourself that you're not. You're worthy of this amazing change. And so, you know, you're hopeful again. Your viewpoint has changed. Your perspective in life has changed. And if right now you're listening to this and you're like, JJ, it still doesn't feel that way, that's okay. But that's where you're headed. That's where you're going. But that is what I have for you, pile number one. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. It was an honor to read for you guys. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Hello, pile number two. Let's see what your message is. This is going to be a short, quick, kind of like what you need to hear right now. But let me just be honest. Pile number one's reading, it just formed it into its own identity. So we'll see what comes through here. Pile one was more like what I do in personal readings, where if I pick up on something, I'll be like, okay, let's take a look at that. So like I go like in depth. So that's what happened with pile number one. But let's see pile number two, what's going on. Let's see what is it that you guys kind of like need to hear. Not kind of, what you need to hear. You might be air signs, okay? You might be fire signs, sorry. Because I do feel like this is a strawberry quartz here. Okay, be careful with your money. I just heard that. Be careful with your money. I'm getting heavy Sag and Leo energy here, okay? So you guys might have heavy Sag, Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. There's something about, pay attention where you're feeling a little bit stifled, like a little bit stuck. There's something here that is currently happening that they're saying, where do you feel like you need more space? I see also, I'm getting like, tap into that courage, tap into that fire energy. Do not be afraid to expand. Do not be afraid to take up space either. Okay, follow what brings that emotional fulfillment for you. Okay, let's see. I see you guys being so creative. I'm seeing like a canvas, but I'm seeing like a sunset on it. So I feel like, you know, allow things to kind of like set is what I'm getting. Like allow the dust to settle. But also, you know, ooh, you guys got the strawberry card. Oh, que la chingada. Sorry. Sorry, you guys. I'm like, I get so passionate about things, and then I start. Just forget it. Just, you guys know. Yeah, look at that. The Ace of Wands at the bottom. But I was so excited. You guys got the strawberry cards. Ay, qué bonito. Okay, let's see what you guys got. Question mark. Huh. Yeah, exactly. What is this canvas gonna have? You know, is it gonna have beautiful strawberries? Is it gonna have, you know, watermelon? Why are you gonna draw strawberries when you know you don't like strawberries, or you're allergic to strawberries? Or why would you draw kiwis if you know kiwis not for you? Like, your guys are saying, what exactly is it that you want to draw on this canvas? Okay, and pay attention to your finances. Something about your finances here for you guys, pile number two. This is a very fertile time for you. And this card, I will read it from the book, but if I recall correctly, I haven't used this deck in years. If I recall correctly, this is kind of like a amplifier for the card next to it, but also this is a card about things moving up, things speeding up. It's kind of like a burst of energy is kind of what I'm getting here, pile number 2. So let's see. What else are we doing here? Oh, okay. I feel like you guys are in this period of your life where you're just not sure. You're like, I don't know what's going to happen. It's kind of like up in the air, but you feel something exciting. I feel like this is more than one thing. Certain things might be falling away and other things are coming together. It's kind of like a puzzle. I have permission. Okay. And trust your intuition at the bottom of the deck. So what you need to know right now is for you to follow that gut feeling. You need to follow that gut feeling. '22, you might be seeing that number a lot. Surrender. And this is something that, again, even pile number 1 also receives this, and I'm not surprised. Usually when I do channeled messages for the collective, the messages will repeat themselves throughout the pile. And if you skipped that channeled message, I suggest you go back, because the first words out of that channeled message is you can't hurry this process. You can't hurry this. That's what you guys are saying. Just surrender to the process in itself. Take care of your health. That's coming up a lot too. A collective message here. What else? Pile number 2. What do they need to know right now? Financial discipline. We've been saying this from the beginning. Okay, let's look at your other card. 3 of Cups. Okay, you're going to be celebrating something. Arrows. Arrows are significant. I know they're leaves, but they look like arrows. Arrows. You know, if you guys I didn't post it on my work IG or my community IG. I posted it on my personal one where one of my candles formed an arrow, which I thought was very interesting. And one of my friends, Charmed Wisdom, she was like, JJ, arrows to me are always kind of like, you know, energy moving, that Sagittarius energy, right? And I did say that you guys are in this energy. You guys have heavy Sagittarius energy. And because Jupiter expands, you know, we don't want to be we don't want to be reckless with our money. Okay, because I do see you guys you're in this good energy. The 3 of Cups is this amazing energy. Okay, you're celebrating, you're having fun, you are, you know, things are working out in your favor. You guys are in synchronicity, you guys are in sync with either just everyone and everything around you. You're allowed to have fun, pile number 2. I don't know if this is something that you just don't allow yourself to do. Maybe you have Saturn in Sagittarius like myself, so you don't allow yourself a little bit, like a little grace here. Maybe you're just like, I feel like the fun is always sucked out of me with responsibilities. But your guides are saying you have permission to have fun. Now, we need balance here. We need balance, okay? Also, financial discipline can go both ways. I'm also picking this up as well. In the sense of like, sometimes we tend to restrict it, hold it, like the 4 of Pentacles, where we are like, nope, I need to save it. I can't have fun. I'm not allowed, or I'm not allowing myself to spend or to splurge on myself. So again, having that balance, not where you're spending it all, but also tampoco like you're not just holding it and being like, oh, for a rainy day, but then you don't allow yourself to also savor what you worked for. Okay, so let's have a balance there as well. But I see you celebrating something, and the message here is just be very careful that we're not overspending, okay? But also, if you want to go out and have fun, you can do that. You can do that, all in moderation. It's all good. For some of you, you are being called to teach and learn as well. You're learning a lot about your finances during this time. I want to read this one real fast for you guys. And then I'm going to pull from this one too. Hold on. The little... I was going to say watermelon. The little strawberry. So it says, life burst forth. Again, something beautiful is coming in. Give yourself permission. I know you've been doing a lot. It says, streaming out of strawberries, this seminal energy is present in many of the strongest, most active cards of the tarot deck. Jubilant and powerful. It flocks to any conduit that can manifest it. When you see its energy turn up in a reading, know that some facet of your life is anointed right now. You are charged with the same raw power that split open the first atoms of the universe. Many readers will opt out to take the strawberries out of their deck, so the choice is yours to make. And I think that's significant here, because like the card says, there is a facet of your life that it is anointed. And I know exactly what I'm going to clarify here. Okay. And you are in charge. It's like you're going to have this moment of like, lo hago, no lo hago. Do I do it? Do I have permission? Do I not? And your guides are saying, why not? All in moderation. Why not? Yeah, I know you've been through some things with the storm here. But let's see. For some of you, maybe you want to teach about finances or about money. I don't know. Or maybe that's what you want to study, business administration or, contador, accountant, something like this. Lucky. Yeah, luck is in your favor. Good fortune. Yo, that's nice. This card here, what's the hesitancy here? I feel like it's because you're not trusting your intuition. You're not trusting it. That's the problem. That's the thing. Let's see. Clarify the gift permission. Why is that there? Queen of Chalices. You're not trusting your intuition. You're not trusting your emotions. Maybe because of decisions that were made in the past, but the offer is there. The offer stands and it leads to the Ace of Pentacles. It's something you can build. It's something that you know. Or something you can learn. It could be school. It could be a new job offer. Yes, it will give a lot more responsibilities, but look, the sun is here. Okay. Now let's clarify this that I did in pile number 1. I want to clarify exactly what in your life is being... what in your life is anointed right now? What aspect of your life is anointed right now? Let's see. So pile number 2, what aspect of their life is being anointed? Okay, I just don't want to make a lot of noise on the mic. Sorry. So pile number 2, what face of their life is being anointed? That's 3 cards. No, give me 1. Part of their life is being anointed right now. 5 of Swords. Okay. 5 of Swords, and then we have 5 of Wands, to create change at the bottom. To create change. To bring about change. To stand out on top. To be able to win something over. Because the 5 of Wands is like a lot of competitors, a lot of like too many cooks in the kitchen kind of thing. But right now it's like you have the secret sauce kind of thing. I feel like while these other ones here are busy kind of like fighting each other, it's like you see the butterfly. You see the change. You see the potential. You put your sword down. You're like, I don't need to fight this. This isn't my fight to even, carry or to even address or even have any input in this. Yeah, this isn't my fight. And so you're choosing the butterfly. You're choosing the change. And that is what is going to lead you to this Page of Pentacles. And there are the strawberries again. And that's where you're going to find the strawberry. Focusing on your own finances, your own study, your own business. Clarify 5 of Swords and 5 of Wands. Yeah, it's like this isn't... And look, as you are with the 4 of Cups that came out, as you are over here, kind of like, yeah, this isn't my fight. I don't need to fight this. I don't need to continue giving my energy to this, whether this be other people or just your own thoughts, because Swords is thoughts. Or, worried about competition or worried about other people, being competitive or whatever it may be. It's like you pull away. And as you pull away, the 4 of Cups is usually an offer, right? That's given to you by the divine. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Wands, which traditionally in the regular Rider-Waite usually is a hand, which is the hand of God, handing over this Ace of Wands. Something is being handed to you. And you have permission to carry this torch. You have permission to... Because I feel like you kept to yourself. Again, it's like you put the sword down. You're like, no, this isn't mine to fight. This is, they want to fight each other. They want to compete with each other. That's their problem kind of energy. Pile number 2. What aspect of their life right now is being infused with this invigorating energy? Yeah, I can change my thoughts. It's like the way you used to look at something too. That's significant here. And it was because you didn't give yourself permission, I feel like, to take the lead, to carry this torch. When I'm hearing it was your torch to carry in the first place. It's like people are over here fighting for these wands. But you're like, I have my own wand. Like, what? What is this facet of their life? Power. Yep. You're not giving your power away to this 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands energy. You're not. And this is what is bringing in your good fortune. Good job. Good job. I feel like you're embracing your individuality, your independence. You're not giving it away, whether that be to your thoughts or just other people. You're not allowing other people to meddle in your situations either, or your ideas, or nothing like that. Pile number 2. Yes, now you're in this place of moderation, of balance, of healing. 14 being the Temperance card. 4 and 6 is the Emperor with the Lovers. It's like there's this perfect balance between your mind, because the Emperor is someone who has to make tough calls, right? He chooses what battles are worth fighting and which ones are not. The Emperor is not going to get off his throne to address something that is very small. Okay? The Emperor doesn't do that. If he gets off his throne, it's to handle something that is big. So I feel like that's what you're doing. That's how you're recalling your power. You're like, there's certain things I just don't need to. I just don't need to address. I just don't need to waste my energy in this. And then the 6 is the Lovers, which is, again, it's that balance between your heart and your mind. Because the Lovers is ultimately a choice, a higher path and a lower path, and you're taking the higher path. And that's what puts you in this energy of moderation and of power. Pile number 2. Yep. Just be patient with this, okay? And I feel like everybody got this with the channel's message. Be patient with this. because you've been doing a lot of the personal growth, but you're stepping into your power. So if you're listening to this and you're just like, oh, you've been learning a lot of self-discipline as well. Maybe before you used to get caught up in drama and things like that, and you're not doing that anymore. Yeah, you're not. You're just keeping to yourself now, which is good. You're just kind of like, I'm doing my own thing, working on my finances. Yep. And you're cutting out a lot of things. But that is the side of you. It's like the side of you of being empowered. That's the part of you that is, you know, invigorated right now. That's the side of you that is kind of like, and that's a beautiful side to have, or an aspect of your life, which will be your first house here. Because if you have that self-discipline, if you have that, you know, empowerment, then everything else will fall into place. So that is beautiful. I feel like for some of you, there is a new love. We have 2 cups here, which is very different than the traditional Rider-Waite. Well, yeah. Anything else here? For some of you, there is a King of Swords energy coming in, but I do feel like this is you. You're stepping into this King of Swords energy. And that's what's causing this Wheel of Fortune to change. For things to start changing for you. But again, this is going to happen in a very organic way. But that is what I have for you, pile number 2. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. This is your reading. If you chose this crystal, let's see what message you need to hear right now. The plan was for them to be short, but Spirit has been kind of allowing each pile to take its own like individual form, if you will. So if you chose this pile, look at this crystal. This crystal is very interesting to me. It has like a smudge there. I feel like things are clearing up. Okay, the storm is clearing up. If there was a lot of darkness, yeah, it's like clearing up here. It's such a beautiful like heart shape, I feel. But let's see what tarot has here for you guys. I'm gonna shuffle here. I don't want to hit the table because it makes a lot of noise. I feel for a lot of you, you've been walking away from emotional storms, or emotional cloudiness. Okay. Let's see, what else am I getting here? I'm getting things. Okay. Things should be effortless. There's a lot of things being drawn to you. You don't need to chase or catch. What else is coming through here? There's something about, I'm hearing it's time for you to move to a bigger place. This can be literally, for some of you, maybe you are wanting to move to a bigger place. Wow, Five of Pentacles. For others of you, you are, this is metaphorically, it could be in your job. It can be like in your workspace or what you do, like your career. And the Emperor. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the 7 of Wands. Okay. The 5 of Pentacles is a card about lack. The 5 of Pentacles is a card about feeling left out in the cold. The 5 of Pentacles can be a card that denotes bad health or bad financial decisions. It can also be a card that, but see, the thing is with the 5 of Pentacles, it always shows a window to what seems like a cathedral or a church of some sort. And so, Spirit here for pile number 3, there is a need for you to look into your spirituality, to work with spirit to create, because we do have the Emperor here, and the Emperor is all about foundations. There are pillars in our lives, right? The Emperor is all about structure, discipline. He is, yes, the divine masculine as well. I feel like there's so much you can do, but you're not, I don't know, I feel like you're not owning your power in some capacity here. For some of you, you do feel left out from an emperor or a boss, okay? Could be here. There's this energy with the Seven of Wands of like needing to defend myself, or needing to, it's kind of like it's a prickly situation is what I'm getting here. With the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the Seven of Wands, your guides are saying put in the work, right? Because the Eight of Pentacles is all about routine. It's all about doing things on an everyday, right? Chipping at it every day. And it can get a little repetitive, to be quite honest. But the Emperor tells you that you're going to get that stability that you want. Yeah, for some of you, this is like, yeah, because the Five of Pentacles is not a good card. For some of you, this could have been some type of mishandling of a financial situation. And that's kind of like now you're stepping into this Emperor energy and you're like, okay, yeah, you know what? I overspent, or, you know, I didn't handle something correctly. So now I'm going to take ownership and leadership and, you know, rebuild this. Because for me, the Eight of Pentacles is kind of a card of almost in a way rebuilding too, right? Watering something, working at it every day, and making sure that it grows. And for some of you, you've been in that energy. That's kind of what you've been doing. It's like your guides are saying right now, you have this amazing opportunity. And also, everything that had power over you has been put in this Five of Pentacles energy in order for you to become the Emperor of your life, regardless of gender here. Because your guides are saying there were certain things that were overpowering. You could have been financial things, right? Like overworking, or just a wanting to reach a certain goal. Again, that it was blinding you in some way. Not to say that the goal in itself is bad. It's just this energy of like, we forgot everything else. Kind of like being like when people say, oh, you're a workaholic. So we tend to not pay attention to other things in our life. Kind of like that. But I feel like now, because all of that has been in a way stripped away from you, it's like now you can grow in a meaningful way, is what your guides are saying. Because you needed to let go of the things that were external to you, because it's Pentacles. You needed to let that go in order for you to become the master of your own destiny. Because where you're going is a position of power. It's just not in a position of power the way you were looking at it before. And you're going to grow so much now, is what I'm getting here. But it has felt like a battle. It has. It hasn't been easy. But there's going to be more structure now. Because in 5 in numerology, it's one of those numbers that, you know, we're always having to adjust, or we're always having to, it's not an easy energy to be in. Now the 4 is a bit more structured. It's a bit more structured. A lot more structured. But like I always say, the 4, right? Because it's like it's a square, or the way I always see it, it's like a square. I don't know. Everybody draws the 4 differently, right? But it's like, this is empty. What are you wanting to put in? Don't put anything that was stripped away from you back in there. Okay, don't do that. It was kind of like a distorted view of power. Okay, that's kind of what I'm getting here. Maybe you gave your power away to finances, to status, to, I mean, you know, we're human. So no judgment here. Yes, you are celebrated. Look at that. Yes, and I am supported. Yeah, and you are taken care of. And that's why spirit, that's why it's always the window of a church or the window of a temple. Because it's kind of like spirit saying, but I'm overseeing, I'm helping you. Tap into your spirituality. Tap into, connect with me. Okay, because there is a difference, right? There's spiritual power too. Spiritual wealth. And I feel like this is going to allow you to be more authentic as well. But your guides want you to know that you are supported during this time right now. Because for some of you, you're still in this energy. For some of you, maybe you quit a job. Okay. Let's see. What does pile number 3 need to hear? Perseverance. Again with the 4. Yeah. You got 4-4. Maybe you've been seeing a lot of 4-4-4s. You will persevere. You will. Okay, take care of your health. Everybody's receiving that message. Take care of your health. And this could be something, maybe your health took a toll on you because you felt like being an emperor meant you had to do everything. You had to carry everything. And it's kind of like, no, a good emperor knows when to step back and delegate. Okay. I feel like now you're going to be working also from a place of more creativity. Look at that. The balance of the Emperor, which is the 4, and the 3 is the Empress. So there's a balance between your masculine and feminine energy here. And I feel like that was a cycle that needed to be completed, that was completed, or that's about to be completed. And you probably are. For some of you who already completed this, you will know because you are in a period of timeout. Okay, in a period of kind of like rest for Swords energy. For others of you, you're about to complete this. But like I was saying, now you're stepping into a more creative aspect, okay? You're not like, I have to take everything, I have to do everything. Now with this divine feminine energy, now you're delegating. Now you're kind of like going with the flow, what feels right. You're using more your sacral and you're kind of like, okay, you know what? Now I'm going with it. Now I feel like I have to do this. You're going more with that feeling instead of like with your mind. And you're using these two energies together, but you're also in union with spirit here. You're working together with union. Okay, maybe there's a union happening here. But you're working together with spirit. Let's see. For pile number 3. Good fortune. Everybody's been getting this. There's good fortune coming in, you guys. Oh, look at you. For some of you, friendship. Okay, maybe there's a friend or there's an emperor energy who's coming in, offering you friendship with the next full moon. This person could be an air sign. Who else got air sign? Pile number 2. Yeah. And I said, okay, your guides are saying you can trust this person. This person has a lot of knowledge, by the way. Like a lot of knowledge. I don't know. There's something. Sorry. They're knocking. They're knocking. This person has a lot of knowledge. A lot of knowledge. They're very smart. I feel like they're going to teach you something. And they're going to create a shift. Okay. Now I want to clarify here. I'm kind of split. What do I want to clarify? Hold up. What do I want to clarify here? Okay, I'm going to clarify. What are you celebrating? Sorry for any noise downstairs. They are new neighbors, and so I'm pretty sure they're kind of remodeling or fixing or settling in. Maybe you're settling in. Didn't I get that earlier for you guys? Yeah, I said they're settled. Like, yeah, you might be moving to a bigger place. Maybe you are moving. I don't know. Maybe a home or a bigger home. But let's see. Okay. What is pile number 3 celebrating here? What is pile number 3 celebrating? Ooh, 3 of Swords. Okay. What is pile number 3 celebrating? Strength. Okay. The bottom of the deck, Queen of Wands. You're stepping into your power, that's why. You're celebrating the fact that you got over this 3 of Swords. Whatever this was. Whatever this was, it was painful. I'm not going to lie. I mean, look at the card. The card speaks for itself. This was a painful situation. For some of you, you might have had a heart condition. That's for some of you. I don't know who that... You're celebrating your strength. You're celebrating, you know, what you've gone through. What has made you you. For some of you, this has been a big ego death as well here. And that's what you're celebrating. Yeah, look, personal growth. And that's what you're celebrating. You're like, yeah, it's been tough, JJ. It's been tough, but I've loved myself through this process. And I've grown so much. And now I am a lion and I'm able to roar. Or lioness and I'm able to roar, right? Yes, because now you know your self-love. 7 and 6 and 1 is 7. Yeah, for some of you, you're in timeout. Allow this timeout. So if things get a little quiet, just know that it's okay. It's part of the process. Like I said, in every pile, the channeled message, if you skip it, go back to it, because the first words from that channeled message was, you can't hurry this process. So again, if you're still kind of in the 3 of Swords, just know that it is going to get better. What are they celebrating? That you are connected. You're connected with your shadow. With your shadow and your light. That you are a problem solver. Okay, I don't know why. It's kind of like you were in this maze, but now you're not. And you're proud of that. Or you should be. That you got out of this maze that you were in. It was a painful one too. Transformation came through. Transformation is here. And now there's relief. So allow and enjoy this kind of like timeout energy. You deserve it. You've been doing the work. For some of you, maybe a Gemini caused this heartache or this pain. Doesn't have to, but it can be, because I am seeing Gemini here. Now you're healing. Allow yourself to heal, because there is new life coming in for you. There is, and your guides are like showing up and they're letting you know like, hey, rest. Rest, because this was a big cycle for you. But that is what I have for you, pile number 3. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. It was an honor to read for you guys, and I will see you guys in your next video. Bye.